Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast.
With his cigarette boat from Woody's Waterfront Rod and Custom Car Show, it's the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Ahead, people lined up to be on this broadcast with us, and we're ready. Howdy, along with Mike out of this world Mars. We always need more Jeff Zekin. In-wheel time engineering genius, David Ainsley.
Genius.
Our
Genius.
Our audience today is by none other than Mr. Jeff Heitzman.
All right, Jeffrey.
So you don't care who I am. Just go away. It's all right. You don't need to know.
Champagne Dreams and Caviar something or other.
Yeah, no.
Something like that.
It's Champagne Pocketbook and Caviar Dreams.
Is it?
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. It's
If
stinky,
anybody knows, call
stinky
in.
feet and dead fish.
No, that's Stinky the Feet.
Is that what it is?
Jean's sister.
Okay. Welcome to the Ankle Monitor Highway.
All right.
All right, Mars, have at it.
So what we have
so-
here,
So
joining us now is Mr. Greg Upchurch with his 1936 Ford truck that's been slightly modified with a 426 Hemi under the hood that I can see from here with looks like injectors on it.
Hilburn fuel injection.
Hilburn fuel injectors, which is tough to run on the street. I'm impressed. Tell us about the rest of it.
Well, let me start off with that tough to run on the street.
Yes.
Times have changed. We are now being able to go to Holley and order a fuel injection for almost anything you want. So that's what I did. I have the fuel injection from Holley, the Terminator X. Just put it in, and it's all new technology. Idles, runs, it has all the features of all the technology of any other fuel injection.
So it's a fuel injected motor, but the Hilburn stacks on it are your air cleaners.
Yeah,
basically.
no, they're operable.
Well, that's what I mean, but that's where
Yeah.
you get your airflow in.
That's right.
Just like on a regular one, but it doesn't quite work the same as
So it's just
original Hilburn
it's
injectors.
just amazing the new technology and how friendly it is. And you just put it on a dyno and plug it in, and if there's something wrong, it'll tell you what's wrong and what to change or what have you. So it's a completely new Terminator X fuel injection system that's built by Holley.
Well, I will say the engine compartment is full. Definitely full.
a lot of full there.
A lot of full, a
Man.
lot of fun to work on.
I'll bet. So what do you got backing it up?
It's a Chrysler transmission. It's a
Torque flight?
It's regular 700 torque flights.
Okay.
And pretty stock converter. So it's real friendly. It's really designed to cruise. It's got cruise control, tilt wheel, telescoping wheel, air condition, freezes you out. It's just it's an old guy's truck, and I'm old. So
Is that black or like a root beer color?
it is the dark cherry, black cherry is what it is. It's a black
you
cherry.
can see the red flake in the sun.
Yeah.
Well, on the back it looks like a brownish.
Oh, you're right. It does.
Listen, if you've had enough to drink, it could be any color you want
could be
it to
yellow.
You just tell us what color you want.
It's yellow,
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Cheaper. You don't have to change paint jobs.
That's right.
We got under the rear end.
It's a
Ford.
Ford 9-inch narrowed, so it's pro-streeted. The body has been widened a couple inches all the way down.
No.
It's actually the fenders have been
I
widened.
was just going to say, 'cause
Yeah,
you ain't
yeah.
getting that engine in a regular car like that.
Are those 14-inch rims?
Yes, yes, and those are 15s.
15s.
15s in the back. 14s in front. Yeah, that's what you're asking about.
I was gonna say it'd be
14s,
hard to get
yeah.
14s that size
They're
nowadays.
15s, and it just it drives like a dream. It rides like a Cadillac. It's
So when you're
It's
doing
quite
going
the
down,
machine.
is it an automatic or a standard transmission?
automatic.
All right. So when you're doing 70, how many RPM you turning in that thing? Do you do 70 in it?
Yeah, probably 35.
Okay. So in other words, you're ready to run down the strip with it.
Oh, full disclosure, I didn't build the truck.
Have you ever been down the strip with that thing?
No.
Why not?
I've only had it less than a year and a half.
Oh, he hasn't had time yet. We know people. We'll get you on the drag strip. See how that thing really does. Burn up the clutch like I did.
The guy that built it was an engineer from Bell Helicopter. And now I've been all through it and what have you, but originally he was the builder, and he built for comfort, and he built it for cruising the coast.
Has it got AC in it?
That's what he did. Oh yeah, it'll blow you out. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got to have AC.
Absolutely.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. I just I've never had a. What's unique about this truck is it's got a 426 Hemi.
Right.
In other words, that in itself is not unique that it's got a Hemi.
Well,
it's a 426. You see a lot of 392s and 333s and all kinds of stuff, but the 426 have all been sopped up.
They're hard to find.
They've been hard.
Would you call it sopped up?
Yeah, because
kind of like good gravy on.
Yeah, exactly. And they take it and they restore these 1970 Chargers and make them worth $250,000.
Yeah.
They got to have the motor. So
you be careful when you save that motor. The motor's going to be worth more than the car one of these days.
It's really the motor that would bring the value to it.
I was talking to the guy that had the I don't know what year that Ford was. Thank you so much, Jeffrey. I don't know what year it was, but I said, man, it's sacrilegious to me to put a Chevrolet in a Ford. He says, well, here's the reason. Because it wasn't enough room between the firewall and the radiator for a Ford motor because it's longer. Well, that makes sense to me now. I get it. And I don't know about the Hemis, but I assume that Hemi fits and that they didn't extend the front end to get it to fit in there.
I don't think they extended it, but boy, every inch of it's used.
The distributor is in the front.
The distributor is in the front.
That makes a lot. That's part of the
telltale sign. The 426 Hemi, frankly, is just hands down so much of an improvement. If you
Don Garlitz would agree with you.
Yeah. Then it was the 392, but Don Garlitz ran his share of 392s. They're great, but for the street and what have you, not a full blown gas. Alcohol or nitro.
No, it's a street truck.
It's just, the 426 is just, they made a great.
So I was telling the boys, I said, part of the loveliness of these kinds of shows, the majority of these cars are drivers. And that's what I love.
Oh, absolutely.
Soup them up, do whatever you want to it, but drive it. I've had the show car. No, time out. There's a place for that. I get it. Been there, done that. But I want to enjoy my car on the street. I want the kid or the guy that's my age to pull up next to you and go,
right.
We really love your car. Do you get those?
Well, yeah, but fewer and fewer of those kids pull up to you anymore and even look over.
Well, there's that.
It's just crazy.
Yeah, maybe the grandkids.
But I'll tell you this: I've always driven what I've built. I've always driven my cars, and
right.
I've got a good friend. And I'm going to blow him out of the water here now. And mine's PPG, but it's got a 429 Boss Hemi in it,
and it's orange.
And
looking at it, that's what you do.
Yeah.
With it.
And
So
you've already won the awards.
Oh, I've got a garage full of them.
Yeah, and so that's great. Congratulations, but I'm the car.
Wind in your face, right?
Yeah.
So I've ruined the car, so I'm going to sell it eventually. I mean, I've got to drop the motor in it and wire it, and that's done. But I mean, it's been in build stage forever. I used to drive it everywhere.
Is that a Mustang in the back?
No,
it's a Mustang motorcycle.
Yeah.
Mustang motorcycle.
They built them from 1947 to 1965. That is a 65, the last year made.
I used to love those.
This Springer
in the day, boy, if you had a Cushman, that was one thing. But if you
I had a
Mustang,
friend of mine that had a Mustang in junior high school, and he drove it to
Lord.
junior high school.
It looks like it's got a Springer front end from here, or no?
No,
it's stock.
Just stock. It's spring. It's
Nothing by the rake.
sprung, but it's internal springs. But no, a true story. I have never seen a Mustang motorcycle in my life. I'm 69. That
don't tell anybody
running,
else that. Don't tell anybody on this show that.
But anyway, running, and back to when I was in 3rd grade, we had neighbors who had two boys who had these motorcycles in Pasadena.
You were ruined for life.
And I remembered it forever. And so I always wanted, a Mustang. And first time I ever heard one run, I had to own it. I bought it a couple years back. Yeah.
Just like you say, the Cushman. If you had a Cushman, you had a scooter.
You had a scooter.
And you want a motorcycle, you got to step up.
Man, these kids coming back from Nam and stuff like that, if you had a Mustang, you were the cat's whatever, Fenders off my 47 Fiat Topolino. Turned it around backwards.
I love it. It looks great.
Yeah, turned around backwards. And so we built the trailer that was a regular fold-up trailer at first when we started modifying it, so ended up with putting those Fiat fenders on it and painting it. And
now I want to ask you a little bit more about that Mustang. You drive it?
Yes.
How is it?
Great. It's old school.
I know it is. And it's very small, and the tires and wheels on it are like, are you kidding me? What is that?
That was the same as the Cushman, though. The same size as the Cushman.
And nobody would ever. You look at that today. I haven't seen an original one in a long time. You look at that today, and it all just takes you back, going, I remember them, but I don't remember them with the small wheel. Yeah, that's the way that they were.
Yeah. This one has a high compression polished head is the only thing that I know of that's been done to it.
How many cc's is that?
Oh, you would...
because the motor doesn't look very big.
About 150.
150 cc's? So it's probably got about, 25, 35 horsepower?
It has 15 horse.
15 horse? Yeah.
And now maybe a little more because of that head, but here's the Mustang News. This comes out quarterly, and it shows all the guys are, our age.
Old like us.
And so anyway,
who knew?
They do that. They do that quarterly, and then they have an annual event.
Hey, I was going to say, have you ever been to one of their shows?
No, I have not.
Got to take that thing.
Yeah, I really need to.
In that truck.
In that truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's but all my life I wanted one of the things, and it just finally one.
Well, where did you find it? Online?
You can find them. I mean, they're out there. They're there's a market for them. Older guys.
You know what I like?
Turn them into their grandkids and their grandkids.
Well, the nice thing about that, it hasn't been modified. It looks like an original.
It's pretty original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it hadn't been all dolled up and everything,
Right.
and that's what I like.
Yeah, it's old school. It's not like I remember when the Hondas came out. It was so smooth. They were so.
Yes.
You push the button, they'd start. This thing will break your leg.
Yeah.
Kick it. It's got compression. I got a buddy that showed me a bruise on the back of his leg today. That big from that thing.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Do you have a leather helmet that you can wear? So that
Oh, Mike.
No,
that would be in your garage.
you bet. If I had that, I would definitely have one.
God. You know what? They had advanced beyond the leather in 1965, Michael.
Yeah, but
God, give us a little credit.
But the other one, you can't get the flap. The ear flaps don't flap as you're going down the road.
Do you think that would fit in our booth at Autorama?
That would look good, wouldn't it?
I think just the car, the trailer with the
Do we already have somebody for Autorama?
Yeah, Jim's going to come over from Louisiana.
Jim's going to come over. So
all right, just checking.
We need to stay in touch with you
Sure, absolutely.
because every year we bring a different car from somebody. They're nice enough to loan us a car for 7 days, and we put it in the booth at Autorama with us in our broadcast booth.
Yeah,
We sure would like to have that Mustang in there.
And you'll have it judged, and we'll pay the entry fee for it.
And the folks that have brought their cars in have won prizes, have won trophies.
Every one of them.
Everyone's
Great,
won a trophy.
great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to step it up a couple inches more then.
No, don't do nothing.
Yeah.
We like it the way it is. It's a pleasure and honor to talk to you.
But I've got good friends that one I already picked on, Joe Cerro, that he's got a barn full of beautiful cars, and then Jack Wernley's helped me a whole lot on my cars. He's trying to get out here today. He was putting a fuel pump on, so hopefully he'll make it. He's been out here before, and
Where does he live?
told me about it in Frenchwood, and he told me about it, and he said, "Oh, you should go." And I told him today I was on the way out there. He says, "Oh, it's a good show."
Yeah, yeah.
2 weeks is the one in Friendswood.
Yeah.
You going to go?
I live in Frenchwood.
You going to go to the show?
Whose show is it?
It's the Lone Star Street
Is
Rod.
it?
No, Sports Space City Corvette Club.
Yeah.
Oh, Space City Corvette.
This one.
Yeah. They,
2
because,
weeks.
Yeah, they take more than Corvettes, so yeah.
Good
yeah.
grub.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
This one's open.
It's
Yeah,
an
it's
open
open,
car
yeah.
show.
Yeah.
So come on.
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's real easy. That's down the
He
street.
lives down there, too.
Yeah, great.
David does.
Yeah.
Well, it's a pleasure.
Well, it's a pleasure meeting you guys, and I
You too.
appreciate the offer and to
Yeah,
visit
we-
and talk and
Thanks for
maybe do Autorama
thanks
or
for all
whatever.
the hemming and hawing around with Mars trying to. I don't know what he's trying to do.
I was trying
Give
to
you
get
a hard time.
Now, I wanted to see the truck and the motorcycle combination, but our camera's just not wide enough in this small space.
Well, we'll do it at Autorama. Maybe you can see the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
This is right there.
Yeah.
Very good. I guess you could show this on the camera.
Not very good.
No?
Yeah, we've
Okay.
tried that before.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We appreciate you, sir.
Time for another Bloody Mary.
Yeah.
Oh.
Absolutely. Hey, the award-winning In Wheel Time Car Talk show is available 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. Just look for In Wheel Time Car Talk. We also video stream our live weekly show on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. And podcasts, they're on your favorite podcast provider. The In Wheel Time Car Talk show continues right after this quick break.
The original group of Lupi Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the I-10 and Highway 6. Here is the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Lupi Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Lupi Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Lupi Tortilla Katie's another location that gives the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Lupi's. It's located on 99 the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggieland? Head to the Lupi Tortilla in College Station. Located just around the corner from Kyle Field, it's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Going to Louisiana, the Lupi Tortilla in Beaumont is on I-10, so you can't miss it. The original group of Lupi Tortilla restaurants has the best Tex-Mex anywhere, and you're invited anytime. Your car is a direct reflection of you, so don't be satisfied with color fade or a dingy, dull appearance. Get rid of those terrible automated car wash scratches. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your Save the Paint company. John Gray and his team of detailing experts can help your cars finish without a full repaint. Searching for the real experts in window tint or windshield protection? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Dash cams, radar detectors? Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Got a new car? Get that thing protected as soon as you take delivery. If you don't know which of the multitude of protection products to go with, John Gray will give you an honest opinion and won't sell you something you don't need or can't afford. John will help you understand the many options and pricing right on the spot. He's your guy to have your ride looking its best and protected too. See the state-of-the-art shop yourself. Free tours anytime. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is easy to get to, located just south of the Southwest Freeway on the Sam Houston Parkway. Gulf Coast Auto Shield, full-service luxury car care today, and online at gcautoshield.com.
Thanks for joining us here on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. See what happens when you make fun of me? It all comes back, doesn't it?
There you go.
Yeah. That's what Mom always said.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Mom was right.
She was. I did want to do some recalls for you. So, being recalled is Mercedes-Benz improperly welded engine integral carrier may fail.
No.
So that means the part of the car that holds the motor. Mercedes-Benz AMG GLC 43 and the Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 2024 model years. The engine will fall out of it. Recall. I don't know how that happens.
Because of the weld.
The latch may allow the rear door to open while driving on the Mercedes-Benz AMG 63 2019 to 2022 and the Mercedes-Benz the G-Wagon 550 2019 to 2023. Latch may allow the rear door to open while driving. Martha? I think we lost the groceries.
Oh,
no.
They're out there on the freeway somewhere. I just don't know where they are. Thank you, Martha. Glad you could find them. The McLaren GT, I know that you've got one in the garage over there in Neederville, Mars.
Yeah, I've been saving it.
It's been recalled because the hood may open unexpectedly. Doing it 200 miles an hour, 2020 to 2023. If it hasn't opened yet, it's gonna.
Oh, well,
gonna.
I've only been to 180, so I've
Well,
tried to
that's
hold it
it.
down, so it hadn't popped yet.
General Motors The headlights may flicker on the GMC Canyon for 2024. So they're going to try to get rid of the flickering on the GMC
It's probably
Canyon.
the blinker fluid.
Blinker fluid. Now, inoperative low brake fluid warning light on the Cadillac Escalade.
No.
Chevrolet, Silverado, Suburban, Tahoe, GMC Sierra, Yukon, and Yukon XL. 23 to 24 model years.
So if your brake cylinder's low on fluid, and the
It ain't going to
indicator-
tell you.
So how do you know?
You'd know when your foot goes all the way to the floor.
There you go.
Jeep Wrangler, 2018 to 2024, disabled rear camera and brake light. Jaguar F-Pace, 2024. Hello, Leslie, are you listening? Rear view camera image may not display.
You can get in trouble when you get home.
Yeah, buddy.
Rear view camera image may not display on the Land Rover. Defender, Discovery, Range Rover, 2024, along with the Range Rover Evoque, the Sport, and the Velar. I like saying that name. Parking lights may flicker on the Ford F-150 for 2022. Rear view camera image, Ford Maverick 2022 to 2024. It may not work for you either. Stellantis car brand Fiat recalling 17,000 vehicles because of a software error that could cause airbags to deploy with excessive force in a crash, increasing the risk of severe neck injuries.
Isn't that about
I think
all
he
they
broke
sold?
his neck.
Yeah.
This recall affects 2017 to 2020 Fiat 124 Spider models. And, as another note, Mazda alerted Stellantis Europe to a potential problem with the airbag control module. Mazda and Fiat collaborated to produce, get this, the Mazda MX-5 Miata and the Fiat 124 Spider. They collaborated, Mars.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what happens when you start collaborating. You either get a disease or you get in a lot of trouble. There's no collaborating going on around here. Automotive supplier Rena of Southfield, Michigan, filed for bankruptcy Monday with the intention of selling the business after being ordered to pay $30 million in a lawsuit over defective parts. It's not clear if a potential buyer has been identified. Customers include Tesla, BMW I Group, Skyway Precision, and Hanwha Advanced Materials.
Oh. Hanwha.
Hanwha. Would-be car thief in Florida was foiled in humiliating fashion by the electric door latches on a Chevrolet Corvette C8. After visiting a Starbucks in Miami Beach, Julio Solano found a man inside his Corvette begging for the door to be opened. He filmed the man's pleas on his phone while waiting for the police to arrive. Quote, "My brother, this is not your car, this is my car," Solano told the man. Later identified as 33-year-old Ravish Rabinurnuth.
Robinson. Call him Robinson.
"Can I get out?" Mr. Rabinurnuth can be heard asking. "No, you cannot get out," Solano replied. Calling the cops. Officers arrested Mr. Rabinurnuth, who was charged with burglary. Car's electrical components don't function without the keys, and fortunately, he didn't know about the manual door release under the seat, Solano told TV station WPLG, The Plug, in Miami.
Wow.
Chevy has used door release buttons instead of pull handles on the Corvette for nearly 2 decades. Setup has occasionally trapped drivers who weren't aware of the manual override lever in cases of dead batteries or malfunctions.
You heard the story about the guy at the Waffle House in Port Arthur that got locked into his Corvette and died.
Died. Wow.
Oh, I digress. What?
Exactly.
Yeah?
He couldn't get the door open.
They
Killing
couldn't
me.
get the door open.
Killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls. God, is this show over yet?
Almost.
This idiot, Don Armstrong. Oh, God. He's never going to be able to do anything in his life. Ever. Just saying. Well, it's been a fun, interesting, weird show.
It's been fun. We've talked to a lot of
And
neat,
it's been
A lot
real
of
weird.
nice cars.
A lot of neat
very
cars.
nice cars.
And great guests today.
Yeah, great guests.
It's really a good turnout out here, and there's still time to get on out here if you want to come out and see some cars.
Come out and see Woody.
Woody, yes.
You won't recognize him, but come on out.
He'll,
There he is right
be
there.
the
Woody,
model
thank
for
you
your
for the
cars.
show. We appreciate you stepping out today, and we appreciate everything you've done. So there's there. Well, you did.
Yeah,
Today
this-
was a
good
wing
job.
It's
dinger.
a good show.
Hey, it's time now for a quick break on the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. We'll be back maybe after these commercial messages.
Pro-Am Auto Accessories has been serving Houston's auto enthusiasts since 1984, providing world-class products for sports cars, European sedans, and American muscle. Pro-Am is known as the place to go to find exclusive and hard-to-find parts and accessories. Pro-Am is one of the very first distributors in the USA for brands such as Recaro, Redline, Momo, Corbo, and Simpson. Located in the heart of Houston's premier retail and service corridor, the Galleria area, Pro-Am's walk-in storefront includes an 8,000 square foot warehouse, showroom, and installation bays. Pro-Am not only sells parts and accessories, but also offers installation and service. Pro-Am is now reaching a worldwide audience through Pro-Am.com, taking its local reputation to the rest of the world. At Pro-Am Auto, you'll be dealing with a small group of professionals who truly want to help you with your automotive needs. If you don't see what you're looking for on the website, call and Pro-Am will lend you a hand. Pro-Am Auto, 6125 Richmond at Green Ridge in Houston's Galleria area. Call them at 713-781-7755. The In Wheel Time Fall Tour begins Saturday, September 28th at Woody's 6th Annual Waterfront Rod and Custom Car Show. There'll be awards for Best Truck, Rat Rod, Import, Paint, Engine, Interior, and Best of Show. It happens at the Topwater Grill in San Leon, Texas, where the backdrop of Galveston Bay will be one for your car scrapbook. Registration is $30 per car on site. Visitors are free 8 to 4, Saturday, September 28th. It's Woody's 6th Annual Waterfront Rod and Custom Car Show at Topwater Grill in San Leon, Texas. The In Wheel Time Fall Remote Tour continues Saturday, October 12th from 8:30 to 3 at the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival, hosted by the Space City Corvette Club. See up to 300 cars under the trees in beautiful Stevenson Park in Friendswood. Competitors register online. Proceeds benefit Texas EquiSearch. Showgoers are free and will see all makes and models of the finest rides around at this judged event. It's Saturday, October 12th, 8:30 to 3 at the Good Grub and Gears Car Show and Fall Festival at Stevenson Park in Friendswood. The In Wheel Time broadcast is sponsored by Emmons Autoplex on FM 528 near the Gulf Freeway in Webster. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.